What is life like for you guys as an interabled couple?
I think from our perspective, life as a interabled couple is what we know
Yeah.
and what we're familiar with. So to us, it's not maybe as sensational as somebody looking from the outside in. But I think the way we started sharing our lives on social media was after we got engaged and then married. We posted a couple of pictures and videos on social media, and basically they were viral.
Yeah.
And I think for us that was a little bit confusing or surprising because we were just sharing, these special moments like everybody else does when they get engaged and when they get married. So for it to start, reaching, hundreds of thousands and millions of people was a bit like that. And then I think from there, what we also started to notice as well was that there were questions and there were comments. And I guess what that kind of highlighted for us was that there was a lot of misunderstanding and a lot of mystery in a lot of people's minds as to what really happens in an interable relationship. So we kind of decided to build a platform addressing some of those topics.
Yeah, and I guess like through our channel, you can kind of see like that's a big thing that we try and do is like pretty much normalize interable relationship, because day to day, like we don't think it's that different to like many other relationships, except in the sense that like, when you're with someone, like you have to learn about them and everything that comes with them, different support that they may need. And of course, with Winston being a wheelchair user, like there's different things that I've had to learn or ways that we might adapt the house so that, the tea is on a lower shelf so he can make a cup of tea, or like we might have to change things in the bathroom so that, he can do that. But I guess like when you're together, like you want to make provisions for the person that you love so that they can be empowered to do whatever they want to do. So for us, that's the lens that we kind of look at it through. I think it's when we kind of like interact with the world like around us, whether that's on social media or like going out, that's when we're kind of reminded that like, like maybe like people do view this as like, quite different.
I think what's so interesting, and I've said this before, and it was so I can't remember who said it to me, but as soon as they said it, the penny kind of dropped in my mind. And it was that I personally forget that like being disabled isn't the norm. Like if I'm in like my home, or if I'm like doing my work, or I'm like in the gym or whatever, like I completely forget that being disabled is not the norm until it's either like pointed out to me, or I look around and I'm like, oh, like nobody looks like me. And that's, I think it's, kind of similar with you guys, is that like, in your home, like it's, there's no difference, because like you guys forget like it doesn't exist. Not that you forget it doesn't exist, but like it doesn't exist in your home, and there's no difference. And it's so right what you say, is it's the outside looking in that makes it something else.